My name is Cassie and I'm the founder of Fatco, where we use these guys to make this stuff. Let me explain. At Fatco, we specialize in making natural and organic skin and body care products, many of which contain tallow. It's nutrient dense and healing. It's extremely high in vitamins A, D, K, and E, all super important for skin health. It's natural, it's healthy, and it's sustainable.
The fact that people are saying, oh yeah, when you're finals MVP, you are now the best player on the planet, to me, that makes no sense whatsoever.
My opinion, Patrick Williams had a phenomenal rookie season. I feel like on the defensive end, he played well. He guarded the team's best players.
Yo, what it do, baby? It is your boy Pride, joined by Mike. It is Wednesday. You know what that means. Wrestling Wednesdays in the building. Mike, how you feeling today, my guy?
I'm feeling fantastic, man. Lakers got eliminated. Bulls made the playoffs. So I'm filled with all kinds of emotion.
Oh, so you hype right now. All right, you hype right now. Bad.
The WrestleMania card was kind of better than I thought it was going to be.
The card was better. Like, I agree with you that it was better, but I still don't think it was good enough for you to call it the most stupendous.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? Like,
especially not following up from that Raw after Mania. That was probably the worst Raw after Mania I ever seen. But
I'm trying to think if I can disagree. I'm desperately trying to remember every Raw, but it's crazy because for the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania is known for the wild shit to happen. Like the first one that comes in my mind is Paige, right? Like, she came and she ended up winning the Divas title literally that Monday. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't think I can disagree with you. I really don't. I mean, Cody came out and I expected the promo I expected was, look, I came from AEW. It is what it is. I love them, but I got unfinished business here. That's the promo I expected. I don't know what promo we got. I don't know, Mike. I don't know what the fuck we got. It wasn't what I was expecting. Then Seth came out and shook his hand, which I don't know. Is he turning face now?
I mean, if anything, we get into more when we get to that match. But if anything, right. Seth is the wrong person to even have him face off with Cody if you want him to get cheered. So,
well, yeah, we'll touch on that. We'll touch on that. But this episode, we're basically gonna react to the entire WrestleMania card. We're gonna basically let y'all know what we thought about it. Night one was horrible. I don't care what anyone says, bro. Night one was horrible. There was only really two nice things that I liked. Obviously, well, three. Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch. I don't care what anyone says. They stole the show, and it wasn't even close. Like, I think on night one, that was the best card, head, shoulders, knees, and toes above everybody else. And I didn't even think it was close. Obviously, Cody coming back. But again, matter of fact, we'll go through all that. The first match, which, in my opinion, really laid down how night one was going to be. The Usos defeated Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs to retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles. I'm still waiting to hear confirmation on this, but based on what I've been seeing earlier, he got a torn ACL.
Yeah,
that's the rumor going around, that Rick Boogs got a torn ACL. Mike, how'd you feel about this match?
It was a meh to me, to be honest with you. I don't know if that's was the scheduled time or or did they cut it short because of the injury?
I
But
think they cut it short.
But it was an okay opening. Like I'm just waiting for the Usos to actually have a marquee WrestleMania match. Some a match where you can look back like, damn, the Usos, they did that shit at WrestleMania. They have yet to get some actual tag team to go at to have a good storyline. I feel like Rick and Shinsuke, that's just a put together tag team, man. The match wasn't that good. It was quick.
Yeah.
And before it can get going, injury happened.
Yep. Which is why I personally believe 110% that the ending wasn't, they didn't mean to do that. Like I believe wholeheartedly that he messed up his knee.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what made them go, all right, we kind of gotta, we gotta stop it. We gotta swap things out. For me, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, bro. I think right now the Usos are the best tag team on the planet, and it's not even close.
I could have sworn a couple episodes you gave me flack.
I gave you shit for that. Yep, I gave you a lot of shit for that. I did. Yep. Which is why I'm telling you this. This is why I want to tell you this, because the problem that I had was I was imagining these Uso with their gimmick. My problem was I never ever got rid of the whole shorts, painted face. Yeah, like I never got over that. I closed my eyes and I took a second to forget about them. And I opened my eyes, and it was crazy because I did this shit live. Like when I was doing the watch on with the other dudes, I closed my eyes, Mike, and I opened them, and the first words out of my mouth was, "The Usos are the best tag team on the planet." And when I said that, the first thing I did was, on Wednesday, I need to apologize to Mike because the amount of shit I gave you, if I can go back in time, I'd punch myself in the face. No lie. I'd punch myself in the face. So, Mike, I apologize. I see it. I see it. They are the best tag team on the planet. I just wanted to apologize. That's what I wanted to say. It. Thank you. And ready to hear the funny part. And I was salty. You want to know why? Because I remember towards the end of that segment, you literally said, "One day you'll come around." That's straight up what you said. And here we are months later, and it's like, you got it, coach. You got it. You're right. That's on me. So
yeah, they just need that WrestleMania moment to solidify themselves as one of the greatest tag teams.
Yeah, that honestly, that's all they're really missing. Andy Price says, "You think they're a better tag team, RK Bros?" 100%. 110%. And I honestly, this Riddle Orton tandem, I like it.
I mean, it's good. It's good when you can make it work, but they are actually a tag team. So it's like
that. Yes, they're a legitimate tag team.
Yeah,
they're a legitimate tag team. Like they're not like two guys who got bored. This isn't Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, where they kind of got bored and they just kind of threw them together. These guys,
I actually like that pairing though. I feel like they
we'll
similar.
talk about that in a minute because I actually have some thoughts on that. But we'll talk about that. But in terms of where the Usos go next,
shit, I don't know.
Well, there's only one team that could really. Wait, am I bugging? I might be bugging. Ridge Holland and Sheamus are on SmackDown, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. Ridge Holland and Sheamus.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're really the only guys really left.
Yeah.
They're really the only guys left.
Yeah.
You know? So maybe them, especially after what happened with them, we'll get into that. But the next match, brother, Drew McIntyre defeated Happy Corbin. I don't know about you. Drew McIntyre should not have kicked out of End of Days. Maybe I'm bugging. Maybe it's just me. I do not think he should have kicked out of End of Days. Am I out of pocket?
Mm-mm.
I don't even like Baron Corbin. Let me just throw that out there real quick. I don't like Baron Corbin, but man, they were really trying to hype it up. They're like, "Oh my god, he kicked out of End of Days," and I was just like, "What?"
I like Baron Corbin.
I don't know. I liked his lone wolf when he was a lone wolf, and then
Yeah.
ever since then he's kind of been going back down.
Yeah.
And I was talking, so they're like, "Yo, they need to put him back as a lone wolf." I was like, "No way!" I'm like, "It's too late. He's bald right now. If you try to come out as a lone wolf bald, I'm out of here. I'm out of here." So I'm like, "It's kind of too late for that." But you know,
this match was it was a solid battle between the two.
Yeah.
Both of those guys to me are amazing workers. So yeah, I ain't really got too much to say. It was a solid match for what it was worth. So.
Yeah, it was. The only issue I have was the fact that this feud took 6 months. I gotta remember they started planting the seeds in like late December, and you know what I mean. And then it officially kicked off at day one when they injured him or whatever.
And they kind of dropped a Baron Corbin should have got a push right after he beat Kurt Angle at WrestleMania.
I don't know what the hell they were thinking. It didn't make any sense at all. Because why? I always thought whoever beats Kurt Angle, you're gonna get a push. They do it, and then they're about to give him a push, and then they kind of got scared and fell off. Which, you know, whatever. To each their own. By the way, shout out to the WWE, for allowing. I think you saw the meme. For allowing Champion and AT&T Stadium in Dallas to be in the same sentence. I don't know if you saw that meme. That was hilarious. Eddie says strike one, Pride to reach in, Drew deserved to win. I'm not saying he didn't deserve to win. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I don't think he should have kicked out of End of Days. Like, if you wanted to have him hit End of Days, you could have done it and done a spot where like he did it and then like he kind of fell out of the ring or they were both down or whatever and there's like a clapping spot or whatever. Or you don't do it and you know what I mean? And that instead of doing the End of Days, you hit him with the deep six and then try to make him pin and he kicks out, you know, but I don't know. I kind of like that thing about, you know, not kicking out of End of Days.
Yeah.
I kind of liked it. You know what I mean? So, but I'm not saying he didn't deserve to win. If I'm mistaken, I think I picked Drew McIntyre to win. So, hop off, Ant. Next match, The Miz and Logan Paul defeated the Mysterios. And then The Miz probably did the fastest face turn I've ever seen in my life, only to him to turn. He ended up hitting the skull crushing finale on Logan Paul. Mike, let me guess. This was the best match on Mania, right?
Fuck no. But I do gotta give credit where credit is due. Logan Paul actually took this series. Like he looked it comfortable. He didn't look like the rest of celebrities come out here just thinking they can just pull something off. You can actually see that he got a little bit of training. I don't know what the hell they're doing with the Mysterios. You got a legend and upcoming. His son is an upcoming wrestler, and just like you continue to bury them. So I don't know what the hell they doing with the Mysterios.
Yeah, bro. And then on Raw, they buried
Yeah.
Dom. Like he got buried mad fast against the Miz, which I was confused. And then Veer Mahan came and then buried him again. I'm like, all right, live your life, whatever. So now on next Monday is gonna be Veer Mahan versus Ray, and I guarantee you it will not be over 5 minutes. So hey, but you know,
I mean it's another match. But I do give credit to Logan Paul because he looked it good.
Fuck him. Fuck him. I don't give a shit. Fuck him. Bianca Belair. This one, like I said, was it's a good stuff. That was my thing right there. Bianca Belair defeated Becky Lynch.
Those two got amazing chemistry.
Oh my god, it's not even funny. It's amazing.
And Becky, I don't know what it is. Ever since Becky came back from pregnancy, she's been fucking amazing.
I don't know what it is, bro. By the way, it's crazy. I spelled her name wrong. Forgot the I. But let me ask you, Mike. How'd you feel about the match? And most importantly, what is next for Becky Lynch?
I read some report that she's taking time to be with her child, so she probably gonna be going away, and they probably bring her back around probably SummerSlam for another rematch,
Mm.
and probably for Bianca Belair, probably a returning Bailey. I can see, and but the match, like I said, the match was fantastic. When she got kicked in her face, I kind of knew that hurt it, and she ended up having a black eye. But yeah, that match probably was the best women match on WrestleMania.
Without a
Probably
shadow.
one of the best matches. Period.
Yep, 100%.
Oh yeah,
I loved it. It was great. Like you
Bianca's
said,
a beast.
yeah, she got hit in her eye, and you know what it kind of reminded me of? I thought it was kind of ironic. It reminded me of when Becky Lynch, when Nia Jax hit her, and she started bleeding, and all of a sudden she still had that braggadocious persona, and you're like,
Yeah.
that's a fucking superstar right there. That's what this reminded me of.
Mm.
Like I looked at it, and when just seeing it and seeing her continue to go through, still put out a phenomenal match, and to just do all of that and then encapsulate it by giving her the win and her going up. Like I saw when she was on the title, but I saw her eye that messed up, and she's smiling. I just got chills because I just looked at her the same way we looked at Becky. Like, damn, bro. If anybody didn't think you were a superstar before, you're a goddamn superstar now. 2 manias in a row that she won a title. And I was talking to somebody. I was like, I'm reaching, but how does Belair versus Ripley sound?
Oh no,
I think
you're
not
not
now.
reaching. I think
Not, not,
they had a match. My bad. I think they had a match in
Listen,
NXT. I
fuck,
think
mwah, mwah.
yeah.
If this was Ring of Honor, I'm throwing streamers. I'm throwing streamers, brother. I'm throwing streamers.
Hey, now you was not reaching, bro. But
no,
not right now, though.
Not right now. But I think the booking is at least in the back of their mind, because I don't know if you saw Raw, but after Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley lost,
Yeah.
to kind of with some tension or whatever, and they were like, "Oh yeah, next week we get a chance or whatever." If they lose and Rhea Ripley kind of does her thing or whatever, she could easily come on and say, "Hey, look, man, I haven't had my chance in a while. We got some unfinished history, unfinished business, whatever." But Belair Ripley, bro, that tickles me in a way that only my girlfriend tickles me, or my fiance tickles me. But yeah, bro, look, Bianca Belair, phenomenal. Becky Lynch, like you said, bro. Somehow they got this phenomenal top tier chemistry, and I love it. It's great. Those two, it's like if you ever just need a good match, you just roll those two out there and they'll do it. I just hope this reign that Belair has is a longer one. You know what I mean? I hope she doesn't get, dicked on like last time, you know what I mean? Because next, at SummerSlam, Bayley's gonna come out, shake her hand, and boop. Like I got scared too, because I don't know if you saw that spot. She's trying to shake her hand and she got hit again. And I was like, do not tell me they're gonna make her lose here at Mania. She lost to SummerSlam. I almost got triggered. But yeah, bro, phenomenal. I loved it. I was with it. The next match, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And I'm gonna say this because people don't understand how important this is. It's the American Nightmare. We need to remember how important that is. Because if Cody came back to, whoa, you're only smoke and mirrors, I would have quit. I would have went to bed. Swear to God. Swear to God. So, Mike, you had some stuff to say about this. The floor is yours, sir.
I've been saying for a while now, I did not expect Cody to come back just because for a variety of reasons. But I gotta say, I do gotta give him a lot of respect from leaving WWE first, reinventing his brand, and coming back. 'Cause like I said, I never really looked at him as like how everybody else looked at him. It was just Cody Rhodes. He's a nice worker.
Mm-hmm.
Came back, faced off against Seth Rollins. I don't think there probably was no better opponent to face other than maybe a AJ Styles. So Seth Rollins was the perfect opponent to face coming back. Match was amazing. And I really do think going forward, the way they treat Cody, I'm pretty sure the guys over at AEW is watching. If Cody get a nice run, guys might look at it like, we know what we doing in AEW, but still, that's the big league. You want to make a name. You want to say you did it all. This the company you gotta go to. You can't get that in AEW. No matter how good things going, that WrestleMania match, WrestleMania moment, every wrestler want that moment, and guys gonna be watching. So it's up to Vince McMahon to, give Cody a nice run.
Oh my god, this is hilarious. By the way, just letting you know, I just want to throw it out there real quick. I don't know if you heard about it, but Kimberly, I think she's an Impact star. She made allegations for Nash Carter,
Yes.
the cat from NSK. There's a rumor that because of that, he's been that Nash Carter has been released from the WWE.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Now, whether or not that's true, we don't know. But I lied. Nope, it's confirmed. He's been released, which is kind of weird. I don't know. It's interesting. Unfortunately, no, I'm not. I was just too afraid to say you're right about it. Okay. Wow. There's a lot of information now. So someone tweeted at her saying, I've seen the stuff from someone else. Who's Queen? I guess. Wow. So long story short, it's a possibility. There's people saying that there's actual evidence that Kimberly lied about the whole thing. Wow. It's weird. I don't know. If you're going to say she lied, you actually got to bring out the proof. You can't just say she lied and then just shrug your shoulders.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if Shorty said, oh yeah, he raped me, and you go, oh yeah, she lied. It's like, all right, cool. So you're saying she lied, but what evidence you got? And if there's none, then it's like, oh, okay. Crazy. We might have to talk about that next week with when more stuff comes up. My bad, bro. It was I just saw that and I was like, oh man, because I heard about it. I heard about it, but I was like, I don't know, because the story sounded iffy. She said at first, she said it was last year. Then she said it was 2 years ago. Then she said he was drunk, and then they both were drunk. It was just like a lot of things were being said. So I think we give it like a couple weeks to let the dust settle, and then we'll be able to, be able to comfortably say something. But for Cody, the way you look, because you said something interesting. The way you looked at Cody, I think, is the way I looked at the Usos. And once you have that moment, it's like Cody says, you go from undesirable to ungoddamn deniable. And I think that's really what it was. He had a great moment coming out to his music. Like, you know what I mean? His music, they call him the American Nightmare. I liked it. It was weird because some of the spots they had were clunky a little bit. I personally believe that the reason it was like that was just, I don't care what Cody says, he was nervous. He was, and I don't blame him, because if I'm in his position, I'd be nervous too. I mean, think about it. You created a company, right? Well, before that, you went from Impact to Ring of Honor. You went everywhere, right? You even went to Japan, and your thing was fuck the WWE. That kind of was your brand, right? And every time you would even mock them by doing the whole Stardust thing, right? You then help create a brand new company. And the base of it is fuck the WWE. Then you're going back to the WWE. Your first match after doing all that stuff, your first match has to be a banger.
Yeah.
It has to be a banger. Because if you're saying all that stuff, and then your first match, you come back and you go have a match, they're never gonna look at you the same again. So I believe he was nervous. I believe there was some, something in his mind that was like, damn, bro, I really got to make this count. So I think he was a little nervous. I liked it. Like I said, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And I agree with you. Look, the next 6 to 8 months will determine whether or not Cody made the right move. And it could even perhaps be a thing in the future where other talent are be willing to go back to the WWE. Because if they put him back at Stardust, they're never the guys like the Aleister Blacks, the Pacs. But it's the reality. If they treat Cody like shit again, all these other guys, they're not gonna want to come back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's gonna be interesting. Now, night 1 co-main. This one, Michael, I've been waiting to have a little chit chat with you about. Charlotte Flair defeated Ronda Rousey to retain the SmackDown Women's Championship. Now, Michael, first question right out of the gate. How did Ronda do in your eyes?
Let me ask you this. Name something that stood out to you that she did in that match. Name one spot that stood out to you.
Ronda?
Yes.
That's not fair. Hold on, talking about that's not fair.
That's
not fair.
It is fair. If you liked the match,
but I'm explaining
you
why. Can I explain to you why though? Can I explain why that's not fair? I'm explaining you why that's not fair. I'm explaining real quick. Okay. The reason I personally believe having that argument is unfair for Ronda is because in order to have that great spot, let's be honest, you need to be great. For example, Drew McIntyre and Baron Corbin. What was the spot?
The deep.
There's only one spot. There's only one spot.
The deep 6 in the end of days.
It wasn't the deep 6. Wasn't the spot.
What was the spot?
It was just Drew McIntyre kicking out. That was the spot. That was the spot.
And and at the end with the sword, that was.
Do you really count that though? Because that was after the match. Do we count that?
You're right.
Because I mean, him doing that sword thing, that was low key lit. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. Because I always thought the thing was fake. I swear to God, I always thought it was fake. And then he cut it, and I was like, "Oh, it's real." I'm like, "Oh, it's real." Matter of fact, let's count it because again, it's still worthy to be at least talked about. Like that shit's looking.
To me, Charlotte carried that match.
I wouldn't say she carried. Now, she did take the lead. I think it was 60-40.
I go 70-30.
That's crazy. You just hate Ronda.
I don't hate Ronda.
Just come out and say it. It's okay for you to hate Ronda.
From that match, maybe go and look at it like I still think the same. Nothing. Okay, maybe it's this. Charlotte.
Ronda got better.
Charlotte's not the right opponent to bring out the best for Ronda. I don't think they have the right chemistry. I don't think Charlotte is the right opponent to bring that out of Ronda.
I agree with you with the chemistry part, but you do need to roll somebody out there to carry the match just in case it needs to be carried. You see what I'm saying? Like with Ronda, like when they first rolled out, it kind of was like, all right, if we'll give you the opportunity, but if you suck, she's gonna carry and we're gonna look at you different.
She didn't just ass out suck. I just think from the first match at WrestleMania 34, which I feel like it was her best match still to this day. I have not seen, maybe minus the triple threat match. That was solid. I have not seen. If I feel like it's the same, nothing wowed me. It's just if you take Ronda, all her accolades, background, MMA, if she just a normal wrestler, nobody would give a fuck. That's the point I'm making.
Nah, I disagree.
Nobody would care.
I disagree.
If she didn't come from UFC, if she didn't have a name, if she was an actual wrestler who made her debut at WrestleMania 34, from now, nobody would give a fuck about Ronda Rousey.
Nope, I disagree. I have to, and I'm gonna tell you why I disagree.
I'm listening. I'm waiting.
No, I'm just
Because you don't have an answer.
no. I'm just reading more of this stuff, and it's wild. Oh, it's wild. Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, we talk about this Wednesday. But here's my thing. Ronda to me looks better than now than she did before. Let me just get that out the way. And two, you're saying about if she was nobody, half of NXT people are sweating over. Who ain't nobodies?
Sweating over who? Ronda?
No. I'm talking about in general. Right? That Nikita Lyons, what's her name?
But that's only because her looks.
Oh,
that's
okay. Now let me ask you: is Ronda Rousey ugly?
No.
So regardless,
I mean, outside of when she can dress up, she cute. But inside when she,
name me no. In the ring, she's kind of cute still.
No, Ronda's good looking.
Yeah, come on, stop fronting, bro. Stop fronting, bro. She. Listen, she's not ugly, right?
No, she's not.
So I feel like people would still look at her in a way where it's like, oh yeah, we'll give her a chance.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I mean,
what I just said probably came out as sexist and misogynistic. And
maybe I'm expecting too much from Ronda.
I think that's what it is.
No,
I really do believe that's what it is. I think you're expecting her to come out and be like phenomenal and have a great transition, kind of like what Brock Lesnar did.
It's not that. Like, it's how what she said, which means like, okay, you said all this, so now I'm expecting you to deliver what you said. That's it. If she never came out and talked all that nonsense, I'd be okay, cool. And another thing, you don't have no right to get mad because Stone Cold Steve Austin is going on last. Like, you have no right to get frustrated and walk out. Like,
I would understand it if it was just a show. Like, it was just them kind of talking or whatever.
You gotta piss Stone Cold. He did a lot for this company. Ain't no way in hell.
But then they gave him a spot at night 2. You see what I'm saying? Like, my thing is, if it was just the Kevin Owens show, I'm with you. However, the fact that it was a legitimate match, he does have to go up. He does. You give
Stone Cold whatever he wants. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure 60% of them tickets were sold just because everybody knew he might wrestle.
Yeah, night 1 is for Stone Cold. Yeah, you're right. Now let me shut up. Let me shut my mouth. You got it. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I just think that people have a wild expectation for Ronda Rousey. That's just me.
It just what she said. That put a target on her back from when she came out.
You're right. And listen, and that is a very valid point. When she came out, she started frying people, and then when Bray Wyatt got released, and she came out on Twitter talking about it's your fault as the fan, you now put a target on your back. So now if you come back and you're kind of just average, people are gonna get mad. People are gonna say something, whether you like it or not. They're gonna say something. So
that's my whole reason why I'm like, and this
crazy. I'm not mad at you for that.
I hope she don't see this because I might see at a meet and greet and I'm like,
yeah, bro.
Ask for a picture or something.
Be like, no, bro, that was Pride. That wasn't me.
That is same thing that happens to Connor if he trying to bring his skinny ass in her.
Connor will beat the shit out of everyone on that roster. Connor will beat the shit out of him. He'll be slapping him.
It was an okay match though.
I liked it. It was solid. Really was. I saw improvement in Ronda Rousey. So I'm like, you know what? I'm good. That's just me, though. But speaking of Stone Cold, the main event of night 1, Stone Cold Steve Austin, which I'll be honest, I did not expect much. Boy, oh boy, was I taken for a phenomenal ride. He came out to the whole thing like they did the Kevin Owens show, and then Kevin was like, I didn't come here to talk. I came here to fight. And then that's what he ended up doing in a no-holds-barred match. Let me hear your thoughts.
It was good. Like I'm surprised that Steve Austin took a few bumps. Kevin Owens showed why he's one of the greats. He showed every move Stone Cold gave him, and I think those two deliver a fantastic match. Like Stone Cold walked away looking good. Kevin Owens walked away looking good. So Both guys, took a
Oh man,
W.
yep. I top to bottom, I loved it. Stone Cold took a suplex on concrete. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Okay, he took a suplex on concrete and then came back for night 2. Whatever you want to talk about whatever you want. He took a suplex on concrete, came back for night 2. That's it.
Facts.
That's all I gotta say. I enjoyed it. I was nervous, I really was, but I was great. Great way to end night 1. I then had 2 hours of sleep, went to work, and came back for night 2. It was exhausting, brother. It was so exhausting. So, they opened the show with Triple H formally retiring and leaving his boots inside the ring. Was this really necessary?
I mean, it was like he was a big part of the company, and to give him have his moment, I get it.
Okay.
I get it.
Yeah, I didn't think they were gonna do that because I just thought he was gonna say, "All right, I retired, whatever." Off he goes. But he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm here. I am. Hats off to him. Live your life, live your best life. Just don't die. Just don't get in the ring because if you get in the ring and I ain't gonna be good. So I just hope for his safety and health he actually stays retired because everyone used to say they retired and they always try to come back out. I hope he's the exception. I hope he just stays away, stay home, relax. You know what I mean? Because after he went to his kids, I think he has 3 daughters, and he went to them, and I was like, yeah, brother, it's crazy. So, but right after that, RK Bro, words are hard for me. RK Bro defeated Alpha Academy and the Street Profits.
This was a really good opening match.
I loved it. The only thing I didn't like was I thought the Street Profits would win. I thought it'd be kind of dope. But RK Bro winning, hey, it is what it is. Gable Stevenson then came out. They kind of, the Street Profits shook hands with RK Bro, which was nice because, they kind of had some, they had a little bit of tension heading into Mania. Yeah. They ended up being calm, cool, and collected, being cool with each other. Then Gable Stevenson came in. They all started pouring, and then Gable came in and slapped it. He said, "Shush," which, by the way, give him a title just for that, the shush title. But he slapped it. Then nice little spotlight on Gable Stevenson. So solid. I did like the match. It was great. I enjoyed it. What I liked about this,
the perfect partner to team Gable it'd probably be Chad Gable.
If we're gonna be honest,
I think he can fill that Jason Jordan role.
100%. What I did like was when they did the triple threat match, and this is something that I hope they kind of choose to do. They had 3 people in the ring at once, which I've never understood why they didn't do that before. I've never liked the whole thing where it's like 4 teams and only 2 people go in. I thought that was I never understood that. But I liked the match, respected it. It was dope. Next, Bobby Lashley defeated Omos.
I would have been pissed if Bobby Lashley would have lost.
Well, this booking is more confusing with MVP betraying Bobby Lashley and so it's confusing because I would have rather, if you're gonna do that, I would rather Omos win, then have him repeat the same thing a couple weeks on Raw, and then MVP be like, "Oh my God, but Lashley's shit. Let me go to Omos." It just made the actual turn on him make no sense. It was all right though. I think this was the match. You know how like on every match there's like I gotta use the bathroom. This was the bathroom match. You know what I mean? If you watched it, cool. But if you went up and left and did something, you didn't really miss much. How'd you feel about it?
It was a solid match from two giants. Bobby Lashley is fucking amazing. Yeah, that's running out too much to say.
Okay. Johnny Knoxville defeated Sami Zayn. We man, forget you can keep your Hulk Hogan's. We don't respect them out here. We man slammed the Zayn.
Yeah, horrible match, but really, really entertaining.
110%. See, I said that and no one understood what I meant by it. It was a horrible dog shit match. Nice little spots here and there that kind of made it funny. Why Johnny Knoxville won, I don't know. If I'm Sami Zayn, I demand my release.
You
know what I mean? But again, like you said, it was just one of those entertaining matches. To like how you have like in every Mania, it's like the funny hee hee ha ha thing. That's what this was. This wasn't a match. It was an attraction. It had a whole bunch of people. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Now this one, Sasha Banks and Naomi defeated Carmella and Queen Zelina, Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, and Shayna Baszler and Natalya to become the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Mike.
To me, this match was pretty solid. Usually, when they have more than 8 women in a match, it's always sloppy. But every woman in this match can go. The 2 weakest link, Zelina and Carmella, but given the right opponents, they can deliver a solid match.
Right.
I thought Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan probably should have got the win because they're probably the more, maybe you can say, more legit tag team that you can put together and make sense. Would have been cool to see Shayna Baszler get a win, but I would rather have her as a single. I still waiting for her push.
Still waiting.
But it was nice to reward Sasha Banks her first WrestleMania win along with Naomi. So
it was very interesting for Sasha Banks and Naomi to
I
win
love
it.
that. I love that finisher they got too.
110%. 110%. I enjoyed it. I thought that there were moments when you have this type of match, when you have like 8 or more people, there's always going to be spots where it looks sloppy, right?
Yeah.
And they had a couple spots here, but it felt like they were looking sloppy on purpose. You know what I mean? Like they were just doing it to be like, oh yeah, look, like when you have a whole bunch of people, like same thing with Survivor Series. The Survivor Series is always the portion when it always looks sloppy, right? Like when everyone meets up, they start, it's a melee, it's a brawl. So I liked it. Again, like you said, the weakest links was Carmelo and Queen Zelina. But guess what? If you put them in a solid situation, they're fine. They're okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially when you have them and you have you again, when you put them in there, notice how they put them in there, not with Liv Morgan. Notice how it was Sasha Banks carrying it. Then it was Natalya, who's pretty solid at carry. Then Rhea, like they made sure they gave them spots where if they couldn't hack it, you got someone who can carry the load.
Yeah.
So
facts.
I'm not mad at all at it. Shout out to Naomi. Naomi, she's been silent. No one ever gives a fuck about her. And then she wins, and we're like, oh my god, she's still here, which is wild because I look at her as like the female Kofi Kingston. Like every time they do, like she's that athletic freak that like whenever you need a crazy athletic spot to do, kind of like Kofi Kingston in the Royal Rumbles, you can go, hey, Naomi, you want to try this? And she goes, fuck it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's got the attitude that like, all right, fuck it. Let's get it. Let's see if I can do it. So it's kind of weird how they always really try to forget her. You know what I mean? And it's like, bro, you have something special in her, So
Facts.
I'm just glad she's able to get a little bit of love, The
Same
next match, Edge defeated AJ Styles after Damian Priest came out and distracted AJ.
I mean, that match was real good. They could have went without the Damian Priest.
No. I think that's very pivotal.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like they could have brought him after the match. I feel like they needed a clean win for Edge.
No, I would have done that.
Then maybe bring out Damian Priest to jump AJ.
Think so?
Yeah.
I liked it.
Because what's the difference between AJ? Okay, he looked over at Damian Priest, but he still seen Edge getting up. So that him being distracted really didn't make sense to me. They should have did something else other than Damian Priest popping up.
I mean, what I would have done is I would have had the lights go out, or like have Edge's purple light go around, and then his song, and then have Damian Priest kind of all of a sudden just like pop up. You know what I mean?
And
Play
then,
to that dark thing.
Then AJ
You know what I
staring
mean?
at him, turn around, spear, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I liked it because I know Edge was rumored to have a stable, or whatever. I do like Priest because we've kind of been seeing a darker side of Damian Priest or whatever. So I do like it. I think Edge and Damian Priest are gonna be beautiful together.
Yeah,
I really do. Next match, Sheamus and Ridge Holland. I said defeated. I accidentally said that. I should have said squashed. Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston.
only 3 moves.
3. And what's wild is Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods came out in Big E singlet. So,
and this match got time scrapped for the next match we're gonna talk about. Which didn't make no goddamn sense.
None whatsoever. None whatsoever. Like I said, it sucks. Yeah. But with Ridge and Sheamus winning, they have to be next to the tag team titles. Yeah. They have to be.
To me, I take it as huge disrespect to Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, somebody who actually probably made Vince the most money out of any wrestler on his roster
easily,
to have them go out like that at WrestleMania. And it's disrespect to Sheamus as well, a veteran who gave his all. Yeah. Always here, don't complain. Even though he gets shitty gimmicks, make it
constantly. He constantly gets shitty gimmicks, and he just make it work.
So it was a disrespect to everybody who was competing.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Shout out to him. And then Butch came out and was just he just went absolute mental. But
Scrappy from Scooby Doo,
head ass. Yo, Scrappy from Scooby Doo. Yo, I'm gonna start saying that. I love it. I love that one. So we buried Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston for Pat McAfee.
But hey,
Theory.
You bury Xavier Woods, but he's still an MVP.
I saw what you put up. Him and Brad Maddox is the best tag team. I was like, you are so immature, but you're so right. But Pat McAfee defeated Austin Theory, and then immediately lost to Vince McMahon. This is how you know how out of touch I am. Pat McAfee won, so I made a trolling joke, and I was like, you can keep your Undertakers. Pat McAfee's undefeated at WrestleMania. And not even 2 minutes later, they rang the bell, and it's Vince versus Pat McAfee. And I was like, what the hell? Now,
and then Vince gave us the worst.
Nope. Here I come to defend it. So, first of all, Pat McAfee, Austin Theory, fuck him. I'm glad Austin Theory lost. Fuck him, he's a piece of shit. Vince McMahon beating Pat McAfee. Okay. But here is where I'm here with. The stunner to Austin Theory, it was just generic. I'm not a fan of it. I saw a guy on TikTok saying, you ruining Stone Cold's legacy. I'm like, settle down. It's not that deep. You saw that? Yeah. I was like, settle down. It's not that deep. It's just like Austin, I don't know. It's just when he did that, I was just like, I don't know. It's just
he put a little more into it. He oversold it.
He oversold it, but it didn't even look good to me. You know what I mean? So I was just like, whatever. At least he tried. Pat McAfee did the generic, he got me. So I was like, all right, Pat McAfee, you're playing it safe. Cool. I prefer you guys be like The Rock and, you take it. And then like, if you're on one side of the ring, you need to do 8 backflips and end up at the announce table. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but the one to Vince McMahon was the greatest stunner in the history of wrestling. Out of bed. That was the greatest thing I saw. Yo, Austin hit a Claymore on Vince McMahon, sent him to the ropes. Oh no, that was the kick to the gut to set it up. Vince panicked, didn't know what to do. It almost looked like when a while ago when Stone Cold stunnered Linda McMahon, and she was mad awkward, like, I don't want to hear her. That's what Vince did, and then you saw his leg. It was his right leg was tucked under us, so I was like, oh, there went the quad again. I'm like, there it went.
But I gotta give Vince huge respect. At 70-something years old, still going out there taking
he still looks.
Yeah.
he still looks ripped. I mean, he's got a little bit of a belly, but arm-wise, he looks ripped.
And much bullshit he give us, I would respect him to at least go out there and give us a show.
100%. 100%. Because I'll ask you this: if Tony Khan was 70, he's taking a stunner. Fuck no.
I don't think he did anything yet.
No,
but come out and talk
I'm
like
Bob Ring of Honor, you little pussy. You little pussy. It's like a Canadian destroyer. That's what I'm waiting for, brother. Go take something. Meanwhile, you got Vince. You got Vince at 78. No, at 378. Taking the best stunner ever at me, at your boy. I don't give a shit. I'll take that stunner. And then the main event, Roman Reigns defeated Brock Lesnar to become the undisputed WWE Universal Champion.
It was just a match.
Yeah, 100%. I'm with you. A lot of people were mad about it, and here's the question I asked the people, because they were like, "Oh my god, it didn't feel worthy of a main match."
What did you expect? We saw this 5 times.
That's what I've been saying. I'm like, yeah, act like this is the first time we've seen it. We've seen it before, and I asked them, when's the last time these motherfuckers rolled out a classic?
Yeah, the only swerve that they could have done, they didn't even fucking do it. And that's Paul Heyman getting involved. So other than that, it's the same match. Just a higher stake match.
And there's rumors that they had to stop it because Roman hurt his shoulder. I didn't think it was true until he came out on Raw and he held it up. And then he was like, oh, my arm. It hurts. It hurts. And it's like, you little pussy.
This is just another way to make Roman Reigns even more over. Which
is dumb as shit.
I don't know what Vince thinks, but I can give 2 fucks about Roman being champion or being the face of the company. Don't get me wrong, he's a good worker, but he's not the best.
I'm 100%. I'm not wasting my. I ain't with it.
And looking back on this run, the moment he lose, you're not gonna remember this run because there's nothing that stood out that other than him being healed.
That's really it. The only thing I'll know people will probably bring up is Daniel Bryan, the triple threat match when it was him and let's be honest, the only reason is because that was one of Daniel Bryan's last matches and that was one of Edge's first matches. So it's like you're remembering it not because of Roman, but you're remembering it because it was like the beginning of the return of somebody else, and then the almost departure of another 2 people who are great.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only thing. I'm glad you brought that up. That's the only thing that
I thought it was crazy that Vince playing in the NFL, then Vince happened. Oh man, but yeah, bro. Like, think about it, dog. Like, who, like, because you said you're talking about that run, and it's like you're right. And the only match that I'm like, yo, it was
about the Usos more than like.
If we're gonna be honest, but people not ready for that. Mike, people not ready for that conversation.
Paul Heyman and the Usos pretty much carried him throughout this whole run.
Carry him easily, bro. Carry him easily. Like, he has one line and he stumbles on it. Acknowledge me. Do better.
I can go back to Seth Rollins' run, be like, man, this and this.
Bro, him and Dean. Bro, him and Dolph was a banger.
Yes.
That whole thing with him and Randy, Sting, even though it ended in injury. But again, Brock Lesnar, that whole thing, Jonathan QC and everybody, like, notice, and that was how long ago?
Yeah.
And we still remember it. Quick, who was Brock Lesnar's last opponent? Who gives a fuck? Like, that's what it comes down to, brother. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I know this Roman Reigns run is. I don't want to say like I'm hating on the man because he like I say he go. I just don't.
He's solid. It's just I don't think he should be the face of a company. I think there should be multiple. He's the type of dude that if you're gonna put a face, there should be a few guys like him, Seth, Randy type of situation.
Like they booked themselves in a corner with this win. Like now he didn't beat everybody. Who actually going to beat him?
Whoa, you're only smoke and mirrors. How come out of Stardust to beat him? If he comes out as Stardust and they put the belt on him, I don't know how I'd feel. I don't know. Because I'll be like, damn, it's Stardust, but they give it to Cody the belt. So it's like, fuck. It's like, how do we feel? Like, are we happy? Are we sad? I don't know.
And to me, the face of the company is you gotta learn how to stand on your own too. To me, like you can't have us look at you every week.
No.
And we focusing on the Usos talking more than we focus on you talking or Paul Heyman talking.
I was about to say, but this is my final piece on it, bro. If you're in a stable and you're the leader of it, and we're talking about the tag team, you done lost me. How many times when the Undisputed Era? How many times we talk about Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish? Spoiler alert.
I don't remember them even talking like that.
Like, come on, bro. When Seth Rollins had his cute little thing with the Authors of Pain, who did we talk about more? Come on, do better. Like, come on, brother. Come on, brother. You feel me? Like Diamond Mine right now in NXT, Diamond Mine. You talking about the brothers? No, you're not talking about them. You talking about Ivy? No, I mean, I talk about her because I think we need to get her drug tested because she's way too cut. But the main person, the main attraction is Roderick Strong. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Dog, in your own thing, it's like the Usos and Paul Heyman are above you. And those are the only people in your stable. That's it. It's not like what the fuck?
And Heyman don't wrestle.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So what a time to be alive. What a time indeed, brother. But this has been the Prideful Takes podcast.
We got a little comment. I want to talk about Hornswoggle. Hornswoggle should have came out and helped Sami Zayn. Hornswoggle versus Weedman. Book it.
That's main eventing. I don't give a shit. That's main eventing right Mania next year.
And we can what was
and by the way, Nate,
and
real quick, Nate, you are so immature. I saw your Facebook profile picture. You're so immature. And I can just imagine him right now laughing. I can literally, in my mind, see him just smiling bad hard laughing.
I'm loving it.
Nate, you're bad. No, but because the joke he's saying here is like we're saying who's going to beat Roman Reigns. And he's basically saying, I say like 2 seconds later, Hornswoggle comes out. Oh my God, what a time to be alive. What a time indeed. But this has been the Prideful Takes
quick
podcast.
Question.
Go ahead. Oh, please.
Bulls Boston. You got it.
Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Come on, brother.
We playing tonight.
Easily Boston by 30.
Okay, now you going too far now, bro.
You're right. That's too disrespectful.
Potential playoff matchup.
It really is a potential. It really is. The only thing I'm worried about you guys is just your injury. That's it. I'm worried because Lonzo's out. Rumor has it that Zach LaVine ain't feeling so hot himself either.
Yeah. I just feel like after this game, they should rest everybody.
That's what I would do. Because y'all already clinched. That's what I would do. And y'all clinched the playoffs. So I don't even think y'all would even be would y'all even be the 6th seed? I don't even know. We'd
be the 5th or 6th. If our record the same as Toronto, we win the 5th seed because we own the tiebreaker with them.
Yeah, no, you guys at worst as 6th seed. If you go over, you guys are at worst as 6th seed. At worst. So
which I had them at a 5th seed when we did our prediction.
Yeah. It's crazy, bro. I had the Lakers being bounced in the first round and they couldn't even make it there. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I said, fuck this. I ain't playing. I want my 30 points per game.
I'm not doing this. I'm not playing this game with you. Follow us on Twitter at the Prideful Takes Podcast. I'm not falling into this trap. If there's any news you guys want us to talk about, feel free to tag us.
What?
Stop. Ooh. Catch us on Facebook at Prideful Takes. Yo, the Chicago Bulls make the playoffs one time. Mike don't know how to act now. We're also on YouTube at Prideful Takes. Visit our website, www.pridefultakes.com. Now there's every episode of the podcast up there. We also have original articles. And check us out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If you have an iPhone, just say, hey Siri, play the Prideful Takes podcast. She'll take care of it. Last one, I'll let you go, Mike. As always, go to fatco.com. Use discount code Prideful Takes, get 50% off. 15% off on all your organic skincare needs. Mike, be respectful to LeBron.
No, this towards AD though.
Okay, you can make fun of him.
Remember, he said that if we was healthy, we would have knocked out the Phoenix Suns.
The Suns.
He had a chance to save his playoff, and then got eliminated again by the Phoenix Suns.
Listen, AD, you gotta do better.
But LeBron's smart. Get that lottery pick, attach that to Westbrook, get him the fuck out of here.
No, I don't even think they'll attach that to Russ.
You got to. Who's gonna take that contract,
bro? Cut him. I would cut him.
Yo,
this draft is looking great, brother. Yeah. Wait, hold on. No, hold on. No, brother. Yo, the Lakers, this draft pick, the Pelicans got it, brother. That was part of the AD trade, if I'm not mistaken.
We probably gotta look it up Friday.
We got to look it up, and we'll recap this on Friday and see. But I was talking to someone, and he said that if the Lakers get a good pick, it's not lottery protected. It actually goes anyway to the Pelicans.
I wasn't that. Damn, they fucked me.
Damn. Shouldn't have gotten Russ. Done told everybody. Nobody wanted to listen. We'll be back here on Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central. Until then, y'all know what to do. Respect LeBron the GOAT and be safe.
Knew where that was going. That was a great read. Oh, Lillard from the logo. That'll quiet the
2 on the season. 2nd and 1 for the Bills. They handle the rush. Allen looking. End zone.
2-2. Shohei Ohtani. Center field. Let's watch it go. Did several of those inside low kicks.